Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another foundation review for oily skin. Today's video we are going to do the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. I've had a lot of requests to review this foundation and it does say it's oil free, so we shall see. So if you have a combination or oily skin type like me and you've been considering picking this foundation up but you weren't sure of how it was going to wear on your skin, then keep on watching. For starters, Too Faced in their packaging, like I can't even. It's always so beautiful. The front of this says, oil-free, undetectable, medium to full coverage foundation. 100% of people who wore it said that this foundation blurred the imperfection. 98% said this foundation made their skin look absolutely perfect. And 97% said that this foundation provided natural looking coverage. It's got coconut water to replenish skin's moisture levels. It's got alpine rose to brighten skin's appearance and promote elasticity. And it's also got hyaluronic acid for a more youthful appearance. This oil-free foundation masterfully diffuses the line between makeup and skin. Coverage so undetectable and skin so naturally radiant they'll think that you were born this way. Well, that sounds amazing. That sounds seriously amazing. This is what the little cutie looks like. I'm going to be trying the color golden, so let's hope that that will actually suit me. So that's what the actual bottle looks like. It's glass. It feels very heavy. It feels very luxurious. And when you take this off, there is a little pump applicator. Now you do get 30 ml of product in this one as well. All right, application tip. For I woke up like this perfection, apply from the center of the face outward and blend. Build to full coverage by layering as needed. All right, well, I will take you up on that, Too Faced. Let's put this on. I don't know how much of this product I should be using. Gosh, it looks very dark. So that's the product there. That's 2 pumps and it is kind of runny-ish. Not as runny as some of the other formulas that we've tested recently. Going to use a flat top kabuki. Pick up some of that product and start by stippling. Ooh. This may be a little bit too dark for me at the minute. I do wear a lot of self-tanner, so this will match me when I'm self-tanned properly. But it'll be interesting to see if it oxidizes over the day as well. So straight up, it's beautiful to apply. It blends it very, very easily. It's looking very, very smooth already, and I've barely even spent any time blending it out. It's not adding any extra like texture or cakiness to my skin. It's definitely a medium coverage as well. It's quite nice. I've used all of that product up, so I'm going to go in with a 3rd pump. Probably not a whole pump, just like half a little pump. Just to do my forehead up here, I think. It's a good day to test foundation, actually. It is 36 degrees Celsius today, so hello, hot Australian summer. All right, so I am pretty happy with that. That's only 1 layer of foundation. I don't actually think that I need to go in with a second. I'd be perfectly happy to wear this with a little bit of concealer. It looks really beautiful, glowy, and radiant on my skin. There's definitely no additional texture. It is probably maybe a fraction darker than I would normally wear. So my face is looking quite dark in comparison to sort of my chest area. But let's zoom in and have a close look at the skin texture. I think that this looks really beautiful and healthy. My pores don't seem emphasized really. I mean, you can see them here. Do you guys think that they look more enlarged than normal? Probably a bit early to tell, to be honest. My nose looks good. It's sort of, you know, it grips down to my nose really well without looking any caking. There's no caking around the sides of my nose, which is nice. A lot of foundations do cake sort of just around here. And it's dried down. Like, it's definitely dried down, but it's not a completely sort of velvet matte finish. It's sort of like a little bit tacky, but not too over the top tacky. So I'm going to go ahead and apply the rest of my makeup, come back and show you what it looks like. And then as always, like I feel like this is, you know, you guys have heard this so many times. I'm going to check in through the day, show you how it's wearing, and then give you my final thoughts after about 12 hours of wear tonight. And I'll show you nice and close up just exactly how it performed. So I'll talk to you guys soon. Okay, so here is what my skin is looking like with the rest of my makeup on. I did also use the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. I thought it would be interesting to see how the two of them sort of work together, you know, one on top of the other. So far I am really, really happy with how this is looking. My skin looks really healthy and fresh. It looks quite flawless, to be honest, despite the fact that this is only a medium coverage foundation. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing how this wears throughout the day. So I will pop back in around maybe 5 hours at the, you know, sort of halfway mark, and then again later on tonight when I'm ready to take my makeup off. So yeah, I will see you guys soon, and hopefully I am still looking like this and not like a hot oily mess. All right, so I am now at the 6.5, 7 hour mark of wearing this. My nose is quite shiny. You can see I've got a fair bit of shine on my nose. I've got oil, like you can just touch it. It's coming off the sides. Oh, and I took those lashes off, by the way. Ain't nobody got time for that when doing housework. It hasn't settled or caked. It hasn't oxidized. The color actually looks really, really good as far as the match. Unfortunately, I am quite oily though. It's mostly through the T-zone. And it is coming off on my finger, like the oil's coming off without the foundation transferring too much or causing any redness. I do feel like I look quite oily. The lights and the camera are normally pretty forgiving in terms of oil. So you guys don't really kind of see it, you know, how realistically bad it is. I think that I could easily still wear this for maybe another 1 to 2 hours. For me to feel most comfortable though, I would just powder through the T-zone again very, very lightly. Which is not really a big deal. Like, I don't think that's really a big deal. The rest of my skin looks really nice. It looks very healthy, fresh, natural. It's very, very glowy. But yeah, we'll see how it keeps wearing. Other than me being a little bit oily through the T-zone, it looks beautiful. But yeah, I'm going to come back. Oh gosh, my eyes are bloodshot. I've been staring at my computer for like the last 4 hours. Needs my drops. I will come back again tonight just before I remove my makeup and give you my final thoughts. Hey guys, so back again, and I'm super oily, unfortunately. My face is glowing like the sun, like highlight on fleek. Is that what we're gonna call it? Look at that oil. Yeah, so that is a bit of a bummer. You know what though? Taking everything else into consideration, it still is a really, really good foundation. Doesn't look cakey at all, hasn't oxidized, hasn't separated on my nose. Essentially, it's just, you know, not controlled my oils to the best of its ability. And to be fair, it's not marketed as a foundation that is made, you know, to have a matte effect. It is made to look sort of, you know, glowy, dewy and natural. Yeah, there's definitely no caking. My pores look good. The color looks good. There's no separation. It hasn't worn off on the sides of my face. Really, all I can say is that it's just a little bit too oily for my liking. I'll zoom you in so you can see. So this is it close up. As you can see, it is really, really beautiful. Like, there's absolutely no separation around my nose at all. Normally when I produce, you know, this much oil, foundations will normally separate and you can sort of see the redness of my skin underneath it. This has not separated at all. It is held up, like it is held up beautifully through the oil. Yeah, the only thing is that it, you know, just hasn't controlled the oil that well. So I'm kind of on the fence about this one. Let's just do a quick touch-up test to see how well, you know, it sort of goes when you are touching up and repowdering. Look at that. It looks like it's freshly applied now. That is pretty impressive. Doesn't look cakey. There's no separation on my nose or anything. Looks really, really good. So there you go. Verdict is, this is a great one if you've got oily skin and you still want to touch up. It's just not going to keep your skin ridiculously matte for a long period of time. So for the verdict, is this one that you can chuck on in the morning if you've got oily skin and leave all day long? No, probably not. You're going to either need to use blotting paper or, you know, a powder to touch it up. Looks beautiful once it is touched up. As you can see, like it looks like I've got a freshly applied layer of foundation. It hasn't caked at all. Looks lovely. Looks amazing when you first apply it. Really soft, natural, glowy kind of finish. Doesn't look like it's second skin. It just looks like your skin, except a little bit more perfect. It's medium coverage, but it is buildable. I didn't find that I needed to build it up. I used one layer of foundation and that was more than enough. So yeah, I'm kind of on the fence about this one. For me, this is going to be a short wear foundation, so something that I can pop on, you know, when I want to look really beautiful and dewy, as opposed to something that I could chuck on in the morning and leave all day long without having to touch up. It just depends on what you are looking for in a foundation as to whether or not this one is going to work for you. Too Faced, can you please bring out a mattifying version of this foundation? It would change my life. Can you even imagine all of the beautiful advantages of this plus being good for oily skin? That would change my life. So I hope you guys found this foundation review helpful. I know there have been a ton of you requesting it for a very long time. I'm sorry about the delay, and please leave me your comments down below of what products you want to see me review and test next. So I hope you're all having an amazing day, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye!